Hey everyone, Buddha here, gonna bring you this third game of the best of 7 series from the NASL Finals. It does feature oGsMC versus TSLPuma. If you have watched the two last games, you know that MC was looking so good at one point. In both games, he actually researched Storm, but did not get a single Storm off in either game. And Puma, with great micro and great stim control with those Marines and Marauders, was able to actually just clean up the Zealot Archon force of MC along with some nice EMPs, depleting everything of shields and energy. EMPing the sentries, not the Templars. Actually, in game 2, MC morphed all his Templars into Archons instead of using Storm, and really that Storm could have been great, but unfortunately it is now 2-0 for Puma in this tournament, in this best of 7 series. And MC, remember, is the guy who actually said that he was going to win every single foreigner tournament. I mean, MC is good, and he is that confident. He did win 2 GSL titles, so he was very confident that he would win the NASL, but he has met his match against Puma that is now in a 2-0 lead. This map will be Xel'Naga Caverns, and I have discovered that there is an NASL version of all these maps. And in Xel'Naga Caverns, obviously it's not going to change anything. There is not even a supply depot on the low ground here, like the other two maps, but good to know that there is an NASL version. And once again, Puma is going to go for actually a faster gas in this game than the last game, where he actually threw down a single barracks and expanded behind this. Because on Shattered Temple, the expansion is a lot easier to actually take than on Xel'Naga Caverns, where this is so wide open. You actually have 1, 2, 3 attack pass, 4 if you actually destroy these rocks, so it is very hard to defend against early pushes. Meanwhile, MC is already taking his second gas as his cybernetics core is halfway done, so look for him to go for that 3-gate expo with a lot of sentries to defend his expansion, as he likes to do. And MC is known for his great sentry control, force field control, sorry. But these EMPs from Puma have just been devastating for MC, not being able to engage where he wants, not getting a surround with the charge lots as he would want to. And really, despite a supply disadvantage, Puma has just plowed through MC's armies time and time again. And in both games, actually, Puma tried early aggression and MC dealt with it so well. It really looked very, very promising for MC in both games. But Puma shows us that he knows what to do, and MC, once again, going for the Stargate as he did in the 2 last games. This is the same timing as he did in the first game, though. It is a lot faster than the second game. Second game, he actually threw down 2 more gateways before that starport. So I expect him to actually produce Phoenixes once again, and look for Puma to be very ready here. He already has a reactor on that barracks, and a lot of Marines are very good against a lot of Phoenixes, and that is why Protoss players, you don't usually go Phoenixes against Terran, because the sheer number of Marines make it impossible to lift them all up. If Puma actually splits up his Marines like this, he is going to be caught off guard. These Marines are very vulnerable when they are in very small packs of 2 to 4. Actually, scouting down here for a proxy gate, very smart by Puma. He knows that MC could do pretty much anything, and this time producing a Void Ray, so I really love this choice by MC. Very smart also, because his opponent will be expecting Phoenixes once again, and MC went for the same build in the 2 first games. He realizes that this is not going to work against Puma, and Puma now is actually going to push out with the small army. But when the Void Ray actually comes out here, if he manages to get that charge, it does annihilate those Marines so fast, and the force field will be able to split this army in half, and really he should not walk up here. There's the first force field, and actually not even sending his Void Ray in here. because he knows that he can actually manage this quite easily. Nice force field trapping 2 more Marauders in front, and these Zealots are just going to do a lot of damage to this Marauders. And Puma, little mistake walking up this ramp. Great force field control by MC, going to be able to clean this up with the units he has. And really now he has 2 secret Void Rays on the map. He is going to go into Puma's base, and this is going to be devastating. He is fast expanding behind this, and MC is going to take this game so fast. There is nothing that Puma will be able to do against this push. He is throwing down a bunker, so he does suspect as something, but really, I mean, 2 Void Rays with the supply depot here on the edge. They could actually charge up on the supply depot and then just kill 4 Marines so fast. 6 Marines now on the field. This bunker won't do much at this point. The 2 Void Rays are going to start charging on that supply depot. Going to focus down the bunker before it finishes. 2 Zealots on the low ground, and there it goes. It has to cancel. Another bunker going to be thrown down in the back, but this is going to be game. Puma is not going to be able to actually hold this. The 2 Void Rays are now charged. They could actually focus down the Marines, but he decides not to. He will kick down this barracks, so no more, no double Marine production at this point. And really, with that proxy pylon and warping in more stalkers, MC is going to just win this game straight up. It is 54-242 supply. That early push did not do anything from Puma. MC actually losing his charge. That is not good. He could have kept the charge and just plowed through these Marines. They are now in the bunker, but really this fast expansion, nice force field preventing the Marines from actually following the Void Rays. Going to charge up once again on this refinery, and great Void Ray control by MC at this point. He has not taken any hull damage. 1 Void Ray has taken a bit of damage. These Marines swimming forward, going to pick off 1 Void Ray. The second one is charged. You see how fast these charged Void Rays actually kill off Marines. And MC, again, looking in a great position. Killing that reactor barracks was crucial. Now Puma can't actually produce as much as he would like. This command center was forced to float down. He is walling off in his own base, producing a starport right now, and MC really has a huge contain. He is expanding behind this. His expansion is already up. He has 33 to 24 harvesters. And really, even though MC won't win straight up like this, I mean, he is in such a huge lead. Don't look for him to actually do the same mistakes as the last game. He knows what is up. He could actually walk up here and just pick off this reactor. Why not? Free kills are free kills. This Void Ray doing huge damage at this point. 7 kills on it, and despite him losing that second Void Ray, or that initial Void Ray, he is still in commanding position at this point, not warping in any other reinforcements. This factory gonna go out and scout just a bit, but MC is still having a huge contain on the Terran player, and really he now has 2 bases. The longer this base is up, the more ahead he will get. Puma now knows that the contain is up, out, and look for him to actually lift off and throw down a few bunkers on the low ground, get that second base. He knows he's behind at this point. Really needs that expansion ASAP. There it goes, and MC retreating to his base. He is going to get armor level 1 with that forge, and producing a lot of phoenixes. Once again, MC is just going to take map control and going for a very similar build as he did in the second game. Throwing down those 2 Void Rays, those did so much damage to Puma. And really, I thought that MC could have maybe won it straight up like this, but he decides to try to get even more ahead, and these Phoenixes might spell disaster for this drop if they decide to move out, and they are gonna actually patrol and scout this drop. This is so stressful. MC really has to keep his Phoenixes in position here. He is patrolling next to his base. He does have 7 Phoenixes, so these could actually deal with this so fast. And these Phoenixes are just out of range. This drop might actually happen. The army is actually pushing out, so this drop might do huge damage. And where are the Phoenixes? They are very out of position, so this drop might do huge damage. Nice force fields trapping a few Marines here, doing 3 damage once again. And this drop is now going to go inside the main base. That is too bad for MC. Warping in 3 Zealots will be able to actually stall this. for MC to actually get this medevac out of the way. These Phoenixes being able to lift off most of the Marines and cleaning it up. So nice control by MC, not actually losing a single Phoenix, taking a bit of hull damage on this one, but not too big of a deal. This factory still scouting everywhere. And a group of 4 Marines will try and come in the back here. Little does he know, MC is destroying these rocks and will be in perfect position to actually deal with this. Still being active with these Phoenixes, 7 Phoenixes on the field will be able to do quite a bit of damage actually. This little ball of Marines, they can actually take a few hits without getting any hull damage. And MC just scouting everything, being very ready. These Marines are actually sneaking into MC's expansion, but these units are ready, so not doing a lot of damage. And meanwhile, MC just lifting up everything, supply blocking, well, forcing Puma to actually stall these supply depots, not supply blocking them just yet, but I know he wishes these ones were up. Another drop in the main base by Puma, so he's very active with these drops, taking out one structure here, but not going to do any more damage. Once again, MC is really doing very well with these drops, saving that Void Ray with 26 HP. This factory now going to be producing Hellions in the back here, and MC gearing up for a third base at this point. 126 to 294 supply. Researching Storm once again. Hopefully he will make use of it this time. And this is looking like a very scary army. These 4 Templars this time will not morph into. Do you warp in Archons? So they will not warp into Archons. They will keep the Storms, and there are no ghosts out just yet for Puma. So this will be devastating if he actually moves out, because Storm will be done very soon. He's going to take down these rocks while he moves out. Look for him to take down these rocks. No, he decides that he cannot stall even a second, and that might be wise because this Storm is almost done. But too little too late. Storm is done before he actually engages here, and this will be absolutely ravaging. There are no ghosts in this army, so look for these Storms and force fields to actually do huge damage. As soon as he walks into this choke, he can get force fielded in, and actually just lose his entire army to Storms. One medevac gonna load up some Marines and go for a drop in the main base. MC chasing this army away, gonna stop at the watchtower to see what it does. These reinforcements are in danger of being picked off at this point, especially with these medevacs. One drop in the main base is gonna do, once again, small amounts of damage, but I think that MC will be ready for this. Meanwhile, huge engagement here at the center of the map. Finally, Storms actually do go down, but MC will be able to clean this up. And this drop at MC main base is doing a bit of damage. A few zealots are being warped in and will be able to clean the rest up. Storm's going down on MC's zealots because these Marines are just running away. You actually saw 4 zealots explode at the same time. Huge storms on the rest of the Marines, and that will be it, guys. Only a single ghost, not able to EMP everything, and Puma GG's out of there, and this will be game 4 right after this of this best of 7 series.